All right, welcome to the Explainer. Today we're going to tackle one of life's biggest questions, and we're going to use a simple but really powerful framework to figure out the work that truly fits you.
So, this one question, right? It can feel huge. And the answer really can define our entire experience. It often sends us down one of two very, very different paths, which can shape not just our careers, but our whole sense of purpose and well-being.
Okay, so let's really dive into what's at stake here. The source material lays out these two totally distinct life cycles, and figuring out which one you're in, well, that reveals a lot about whether your work is energizing you or just straight up draining you.
Here they are side by side. On one hand, you've got the growth cycle. This is a beautiful, positive feedback loop. You learn something you're passionate about, you share it, you earn from it, and then you reinvest that right back into learning more. It's fulfilling. But then there's the stress cycle. And that's a whole different story. Work creates stress, so you spend money just to cope with that stress, and you never really get anywhere. Finding what you truly want to do, that's the key to breaking out of that second cycle and jumping into the first. So if the goal is that clear, why is it so ridiculously hard for so many of us to find that right path? Well, a lot of the time, it's because we're blocked by a few really common but totally mistaken beliefs that just get in our way. First up, this idea that you have to find the one thing, your lifelong career. I mean, that pressure is just paralyzing, isn't it? The truth is, what lights you up now will probably and actually should evolve over time. The goal isn't to find a job for the next 40 years, it's to find what's right for you today. And then there's this myth that you'll just know. Like a lightning bolt will strike, and you'll have this moment of pure clarity. But you know what? It almost never happens like that. It's usually a much quieter, gradual discovery. It grows on you as you get better at something and start to enjoy it more and more. Oh, this one is huge. We often kill our best ideas before they even start by asking, but who would pay for this? The source material suggests we need to flip that question entirely. Start with what genuinely fascinates you. When you go deep on that passion and become a true expert, trust me, it naturally becomes valuable to other people. What about just bouncing around, trying a bunch of different things? You'd think that would work, but it usually doesn't. Why? Because the problem isn't a lack of options, it's a lack of criteria. It's kind of like walking into a massive clothing store and just trying on random things without knowing your size or style. You're just going to get overwhelmed and lost. And this might be the biggest roadblock of them all. This deeply ingrained belief that we have to separate our lives into two boxes. The hobby box for what we love, and the duty box for our work. To get past this, we need a much better framework for understanding how our unique gifts can actually fit into the real world. Okay, so we've torn down the myths. Now let's build something up. The source proposes a fantastic formula. And don't worry, there's no math involved. It's a formula built on three essential parts of who you are. It's all about finding that sweet spot, right where these three circles overlap. What you love, what you're naturally good at, and what you truly value. When those three things click together, that's where you find the magic. So that first circle, what you love, this isn't just a hobby you kind of like. We're talking about a genuine obsession. The kind of thing that gets your heart racing, the topic you can't stop reading about, the activity where you totally lose all track of time. Okay, now the next piece. This is really, really important. We have to make a critical distinction here. This isn't about skills you've learned, like coding or speaking a new language. This is about your innate, natural talents. Think about it like this. Learned skills are like tools in your toolbox. You can acquire them, but they can also get rusty or become obsolete. Your natural talents, though, that's just you. They're part of your DNA, and they're transferable to any job you do. Are you the person who can explain complex stuff simply? Or the one who just gets how other people are feeling? That's your talent. And finally, the third circle, what you value. This is your why. It's not about the tasks you do, it's about the state of being you want to be in. Do you crave freedom and autonomy above all else? Or do you thrive on stability and being part of a team? Knowing this is absolutely crucial for finding an environment where you're going to flourish, not just survive. So we have these three pieces, right? Love, talent, and values. How do they actually come together to create a picture of the work you were meant to do? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. They map directly onto three powerful little questions. Here's how it all comes together. Your passion, what you love,
That's the what you do. Your natural talent, what you're good at, that's the unique how you do it. And your core values, what you value, provide that deep, motivating why. You put them all together, and you have a personalized blueprint for a career that actually feels right. Let's make this real with a quick example. Okay, so let's say your what is a total love for fashion, your how is a natural, nerdy talent for meticulously organizing things, and your why comes from a deep personal value for sustainability. And boom, you see how that works? It creates these super specific, really personalized career ideas that go way beyond just saying, I want to work in fashion. It moves you from a vague interest to a unique role that fits you like a glove. So you're probably wondering, okay, this is great, but where do I even start? Well, The Source offers a really clever and, frankly, kind of counterintuitive tip. Don't start with what you love. Instead, you work backwards. You start with step 1, your why. Define the kind of life you want to live based on your core values: freedom, stability, making an impact. Then, step 2, you identify your how, your unique natural talents. And then, only at the very end, do you find your what by applying those values and talents to a field you love. See, when you do it this way, it totally flips the script. It takes away all that immense pressure of, how do I make money for my hobby? Instead, you build this super solid foundation of purpose and ability first, which makes it so much easier to see how your passions can actually become a viable, sustainable career. So let's just leave you with this. Forget about job titles, forget about what other people think for just a moment, take some time and answer these 3 simple questions for yourself. Be honest, maybe even write them down.
Because what you'll find at the intersection of those 3 answers, it isn't just a potential job. It's so much more than that. It's a personal compass that can guide you toward work that doesn't just pay the bills, but actually, finally, makes you come alive.